Hey everybody, it's X, and welcome back to another remix draft of or premiere draft of the Remix Artifacts format. I don't know exactly how to say it. It's the weird thing they did where they made a set where they just like reprinted a bunch of just all the best artifacts on Arena, put it into one draft format. Really interesting. It's not quite a cube. You still keep everything that you draft. You still have a rare, three uncommons, and a bunch of commons like a normal draft format. So it's more like a master set. So, pretty interesting stuff, but a pretty fun, pretty cool format if you like artifacts a lot like I do. And we get to start things off hopping right back into the format with a mythic rare planeswalker that just poops Thopters out everywhere. We will absolutely grab a Saheeli and roll with it.
Let's see who wins.
Pick number 2 now. Staunch Crewmate is ridiculous in this format because every deck's going to have a very high artifact count, excellent card draw, and blue-red is also where the most pirates are, so it's going to fit really well with Saheeli here. Tezzeret's Touch is also pretty good because there's so many artifacts just sitting around. There's also the indestructible artifact lands, so you can get an indestructible 5/5 off this card. And splashing isn't the worst. There's cards like Ornithopter of Paradise for fixing, as well as the dual lands like Goldmire Bridge, so we can go full Grixis for the Tezzeret's Touch Saheeli deck. But I really like the blue-red Pirates build, and of course, that's in blue-red with our Mythic Planeswalker, so I'm going to grab the Staunch Crewmate here. Pick number 3, there's the Pirate Hat, there's the Blade Master, but those are both very mediocre pirate cards that I am not excited about at all. Honestly, Scrapwork Cohort, even without the ability to consistently unearth it, is pretty good, and then you can just play a couple bridges. Don't even need to run any actual planes in the deck, so we'll grab Scrapwork Cohort. One of the most flexible kind of artifact cards. Which is nice. Cogwork Wrestler as an instant speed artifact you can play out of nowhere to trigger cards like Salivating Gremlins actually plays pretty well. Slasher's not bad either. All the modular cards play well because you're gonna have an artifact creature on board to throw all the counters onto. But I'm gonna stick Izzet here, grab that Wrestler. Pick 5, another mediocre pirate actually. We have not seen the best blue-red piratey nonsense. Junkyard Genius is my favorite card from this pack, but it's pretty far from where we're at right now. But again, with cards like Mistvault Bridge in pretty much every pack, fix towards it, at least splash it. Pick 6. Yeah, alright. Grixis time. Junkyard Genius and a Tezzeret's Touch. Maybe we wheel the other Tezzeret's Touch, and that's the game plan. Start drafting the on-color dual lands super highly. Okay, Plundering Pirate's actually an awesome pirate. Scrapwork Mutt's an awesome red card, and Scrapwork Cohort's also very good. This is a super good pack. I might be on Plundering Pirate here for fixing so that we can go full Grixis stuff. That treasure token actually looks really valuable. Pick 8, Welding Sparks, when everybody has a million artifacts, is ridiculous. 3 mana for like 5+ damage and instant speed. Very easy to make that super efficient. Let's see if we wheel the first Tezzeret's Touch, shall we? We were thinking about taking it pick 2, so it would be our pick 10 here. Be a little surprising to wheel it, but it is possible. Ooh, Weldfast Engineer towards Rakdos came back. We've already got the Junkyard Genius in that direction as well. And obviously we're playing Grixis here, sure. 3 mana 3/3 gives one of your artifact creatures +2/+0 every turn. And again, there's lots of artifact creatures in the format. Alright, we did not get the Tezzeret's Touch back, but we did get a Chrome Prowler, that's fine. There's a lot of 3 mana stuff. Pirate Hat is back. Play this random Rust Veil Bridge to randomly unearth Cohort now and then. Sibling Rivalry. If we end up full Rakdos, could be a thing, and there's another Weldfast Engineer, so we can head deeper into Rakdos. Cold Steel Heart would also be reasonable for us, because we do want fixing for sure. So this is 3 Rakdos uncommons. Yeah, maybe we move over to Rakdos at the core of the deck. Okay, there's another Plundering Pirate. Experimental Confectioner. When you sack a food, get a 1/1 rat. It's really good for a food deck, but food is black-green pretty exclusively in this format. Emergency Weld's actually pretty nice. Just a 2-mana 1/1 Gravedigger. Pick up your best creature in grave and get a creature on board when you play it. Still think Plundering Pirate's got to be the ideal for us, though. Being a little splashy doofus like we are here. Probably splashing the blue at this point. Pick 3. Another Scrapwork cohort with the Rustvale Bridge. Arcbound Shikari can be pretty nasty with cards like Cohort, but we actually don't have that many artifact creatures right now. We need to get a lot of those to work with Weldfast Engineer. We gotta up that artifact count. Those are rookie numbers. Do I need to do it badly enough to take Cohort over Pirate? Probably. Pick 4. Vault Scourge, MVP of the set. This card's ridiculous. Green white puts a bunch of +1/+1 counters on like anything. So you just put a bunch of +1/+1 counters on this. Red white puts equipment on this thing and makes it ridiculous. Black red, you care about artifact creatures and you buff it up with +2/+0 every turn with your Weldfast Engineer. Just if you can buff this up at all, this card is stupid and like impossible to race because it just flies right over their board, hits them for like 3, and you gain 3 every turn. Vault Scourge is an absolute MVP, and I'm super happy to see it. It works so well with our double Weldfast Engineer. Pick 5, let's grab a bacon to a pie, get some removal for this Rakdos Weldfast Engineer build. Another Vault Scourge, baby! There's also a blue-black duel, but at this point, pretty happy to just play Saheeli off some treasure tokens. Be the Rakdos Vault Scourge core. Although there's the Captain Storm for blue-red. Rip. Could have been that too. Maybe I'm still considering that. Take the Captain. There's the blue-red duel. Towards the Saheeli at worst. Yep. Monstrosity's fine. I think it's better than Perilous Mirror, even if we have Weldfast Engineers. Confectioner with 1 food. So this is a 3-mana 2/3 and a 1/1 rat, no matter what. But we also have 1 bacon to a pie. Probably not the most exciting. Okay, so these are all our black cards. These are all our blue cards. Our curve looks like it's going to be pretty decent no matter what we do, so I'm just going to start sorting by color pretty aggressively. These are all colorless. 4 versus 4 versus 3. But all 4 of our multicolored cards are red, so we're pretty locked in on red, so we can just take this great red rare with Dragon Wing Glider for a bunch of damage in the sky. Locked in on red for sure. The other 2 colors are actually very close. Another Vault Scourge, another colorless card, super easy to take here. Yep. Another Junkyard Genius. Commit to the Rakdos. Double Weldfast Engineer, double Genius, just all in. Yeah. Sure. Batterfist. 2-mana 3/1, and the equipment is left behind to sacrifice to a Junkyard Genius or to equip to other cards later. A little low on removal, but I don't really want Annihilating Glare. Just don't think that's super good. Okay. Crossforge Bridge. Over emergent? No, we'll take Scrapwork Bot. I want more artifact creatures in this also. Sets up our draws really well, discarding a card to draw a card. So Saheeli off double pirate Silver Bluff Bridge. Feels like it's still going to go into the deck. It's a full shock splitter. I don't know. There's a Sweet Tooth Witch to go with the Confectioner. It's kind of funny, but exactly that good here, but neither is the Splitter. The Splitter can go onto our triple Vault Scourge, though. I'll take Splitter. Pick 7. Harvester versus Mutt. Both are great here. 2 mana creatures that unearth. And just get in there aggressively. Do I want to hit for more damage, or do I want to set up draws with that discard draw? I'm going to set up the draws for consistency. Scrapwork Mud it shall be. Here's a Dross Forge Bridge, but Deadly Dispute's also kind of ridiculous in the format. You can make sure the mana works out. Another Scrapwork Mud. Let's go. 24 non-land cards right now. I'd be happy to play a 16 land build here. That's fine. Definitely ended up low on removal for sure. Play a Bone Splitter at least to up the non-creature count a little bit here. Drop a full shock splitter for it. Cool. Centurion's fine with the sibling rivalry, but I already have double genius for that. I'm just going to take another bridge. Juggernaut. Don't think quite makes the cut. Triple Dross Forge bridge, baby. Alright, that's 24 non-land cards. We can play 16 lands and just call it a deck there, and that is absolutely what I'm going to do. Definitely only playing one island. I don't know what this triple island nonsense is about. 11-11 on black and red. We're in an exact even split on the main 2 colors. Shoot. But every dual land we have is red. Only the bridges are black, so we're on 8 black sources and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. So boom, 9-9 split on our main colors with 2 islands and 1 plains. Well, 2 blue sources and 1 white source. The 2 blue to be able to play Saheeli maybe sometimes without the pirate, and the white source to maybe unearth cohort randomly. But we can also maybe do that randomly off of Plundering Pirate. Alright, yeah, looks like a pretty fun, pretty strong way to start the format off. Don't think I drafted perfectly. I mean, it's a long time. It's been a long time since I've done the set, and it's a pretty goofy one, mixture of a bunch of different nonsense, so we probably should have taken more removal more highly as the biggest flaw of the deck, but there's a lot of power here. There's a lot of synergy here. Still looks like an excellent spot to be, and I'm excited to see how it does as we head into the gameplay. Alright, we are on the draw for game 1. I'm just going to start hitting them with a 3-1 Flying Lifelinker, turn 2 and onward here. Just going to play a Vault Scourge and then slap a Bone Splitter on it and go from there. Patchwork Automaton, so they're going to try to race, but I'd like to see you race a giant Lifelinker. And a bunch of food tokens. Confectioner actually going to pop off here. We got a Minstrosity to work with it too. Alright, let's see if they got that removal for Vault Scourge yet. It's gone. Tragic. Well, we've got all our colors. All the splashes here. Just the cohort. Pretty annoyingly cluttered board already. We already just need to wait for another Vault Scourge. Yeah, that's just a straight up good trade. That's like infinitely better than attacking into a 1-1. Oh, I'm gonna die to my own planeswalker.
This is a paradise at this
Yeah,
point.
we were not the player to draw Saheeli this game.
Who wants to be?
So we're probably the player to die to Saheeli this game. Oh! What is going on? That's funky. Sure. I mean, I can't kill their Saheeli here. I can hit her for 3 with the Thopters, but then they'll kill my Saheeli. This is so awkward. I mean, we're still behind because we weren't the first to draw Saheeli. Yeah, I mean, like, I can play Saheeli, crack the treasure to Bone Splitter up one of the Thopters, and I hit for 3. It's just not enough. I don't know, she's like all I got. That is tragic, though.
Win or lose. Too
She's just
beautiful
gonna die
for
here.
you.
They're gonna be up 2 cards, they get to draw another off this. Oh, I'm bad at math, it's 4 damage.
I've got some good ideas for next time.
That whole thing, and I was dealing 4. Alright, so yeah, we just both lose a Saheeli. After the whole spiel, uh-oh, a second mythic has... Okay, I'm not gonna continue that statement. That's maybe a bit much. A second mythic has hit the board. There we go. I don't know why my mind went there today. Free kill, nom nom nom.
Well, this takes all the fun out of fighting.
Well, maybe our Saheeli still wins it because we spit out the flyers and they did not. Let's start doing food stuff. I will say Bone Splitter MVP here. Great on the Vault Scourge and great on the Thopters. Oh, a flyer. Most importantly, they can move that equipment around to turn anything into a flyer. The Rat Token's Confectioner gives us can't block anyway, so... Can't just eat this with a rat. Scrap work mutts. Not terrible, but I don't have anything that expendable to discard right now. I guess if anything, I discard Cohort because I want to play Monstrosity with Confectioner out. And this can unearth anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely still in the market for drawing some more flyers. Let's do what we can to... Ooh! To give the whole board +1/+0 menace? That will kill so fast. At this point. That is so worth it. I even think I just pass here instead of trading some creatures off so that we can get everybody in with menace next turn. Shipwreck Sentry. If they don't kill this Junkyard Genius, I'm not even going to do the math. I'm just going to go crazy. If they do kill the Genius, then it's tragic. Because it was probably lethal. Or it is probably lethal. No. Goodbye, my friend. Alright, we're playing the long game again. Well, these rat tokens can't block anyway, so we can just trade in on attacks. Just move the Bone Splitter over there. Seems kind of legit. I guess the cohort's just going to die the turn after I unearth it, so I can get that in as well for free here. They only have one quote-unquote profitable trade, and it's not even profitable because these creatures are so expendable. It just means that they get to unearth the cohort by trading it off. Arcbound Slasher. Big kitty. Five toughness. Just move all the counters onto... They have no more artifact creatures. They can't move the counters anywhere. So I Bone Splitter up a Minstrosity. They have to trade one of the rebels into it. Gets it out of the way. And we get a food out of it, which means we're going to get another rat. And then I can start suiting up the rat to attack it with everybody else. Sure. That's the only way I'm attacking into a 5/5. Kind of just looking to draw our other Junkyard Genius. And that would absolutely break through. One of the Weldfast engineers would also be kind of nasty, because then I can Bone Splitter up a 1/1 token and Weldfast it. So +2/+0 from Bone Splitter, +2 from Weldfast Engineer. That's a 5 power attacker. There's the Kellen. That's going to be their win condition, because they can slap a bunch of equipments on it and make a giant double striking flyer. And it buffs the rest of their board. Yeah, we're probably just getting double mythic. It also blocks well enough that I can't really send anybody in anymore. Yep, I need action. We are now losing to mythic number 2. Okay. Kill the Kellen now. Kind of back to a board stall from there. Could also kill the flyer, hit for 4, force a re-equip. I'm at 13 though. This Kellen could just like one-shot me if they can get it past my board. Now we have to kill Kellen. $14 damage for 3 mana. It's the modern day red removal spell. These pirate trades aren't bad. Probably should have Batter-Fisted Confectioner and sent that in as well. Still have plenty of blockers. I'll just do that now, so I've got it ready for the future. Hello, Vault Scourge. Okay, they're at 7. Block, 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 take 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to 3 life? I would be killing 2 of their creatures. I kind of have to make some blocks here. Yeah. It's looking good. It all resolves. Looks great to me. Arcbound Tracker. And the Rebel Salvo for the Vault Scourge. Rip. Sadness on the stack. Weldfast Engineer says hello, though. So now they have to block the mutt, but then they get to move all the counters to somebody else. Yeah, move them all to the slasher. Can unearth the mutt next turn. Find the kill by going wide. Yep, 3 creatures, all of which attack for at least 3. Plus kill a blocker. This should be super safe lethal now. Yep. Alright. Super, super long game for our first game in the Remix Artifacts format, but it was pretty interesting. Not a bad way to start it off, getting a victory in the end. We are 1-0 heading into game number 2. Alright, here we are on the play for game number 2, desperately hoping Scrapwork Mutt can find us a red source. Surgical Skull Bomb starts things from our opponent, and look, Mutt did his job. We found a red source. All thanks to Scrapwork Mutt. Blue-white from our opponent. Staunch Crewmate is the play. Solid 2 for 1. How do you miss the Staunch Crewmate in this format? That's brutal. Rip opponent, I guess. No artifacts from the top 4 is already absurd, but no artifacts or pirates. Rough. Another Surgical Skull Bomb. Get ready to do some bouncing here, I'm sure. Don't really need the Weldfast Engineer on board until I have other artifact creatures, and I don't really care if my 3/2 gets countered. So we're doing pretty fine right now. Scrapwork Mutt was so good at finding red sources it found us triple Dross Forge Bridge. Arcanist's Owl. Let's see if they hit this time. It's their second chance. There we go. There we go. Man, I wish one of these red sources was untapped, though. I could play the Glider this turn. And just jam. Surgical Skull Bomb is actually disgusting against the glider. Kill the token it makes and draw a card. Force me to re-equip for 5 to get anything out of it. Chrome Courier always draws a card no matter what. Yeah, they just pick one in the top 2. Oh, nice. Just cash in the Skull Bomb on the Plundering Pirate. Well, now they can't kill this and draw a card. Go! Angry Glider. They've got a lot of life gain in their deck, though. Just this year's a big life linker, and Chrome Courier can gain life, too, if they draw an artifact card off of it. And they did. Chrome Courier for Chrome Courier. The chains are pretty disgusting. And they chump the 4/4 all day long. Yeah, another artifact. How on earth did the Staunch Crewmate miss? Tragic. I don't think it matters, though. They've played like 3 2-for-1s now, and they're about to play a 4th, and they've gained 1 million. They're at 26. Yeah, I think they still got it. They still got the dream commons. Chrome Courier squad unstoppable. Fourth. Okay, Chrome Courier is like a very, very good common. It's like Signpost uncommon quality. So that was just a wide open Azorius draft pod for our opponent. God, yeah, we're so dead. Keep these couriers off me at least. Guess I should have put this on the Genius. Courier 5? Stop! You already played like 6 2-for-1s. Right. I was ready for the 6th one. I was waiting for it. If we had to deal 1 damage to all creatures, that'd be sick here. I don't think there is one in this format, though. Alright, well, whatever. I mean, we just play cards till we die, which is pretty soon. We're taking 5 damage in the sky off of exclusively 1/1 flyers now. And they're not even tokens, they're all actual cards. Because the Chrome Couriers just loop into each other. They all gain 2 life apiece too. Sit at 40 life. Alright, I am sure I could have played that better, but unwinnable matchups, unwinnable. That was Magical Christmas Land deck. 5 Chrome Couriers that all drew each other. Ooh, 1-1 heading into game 3. Alright, we've got our Vault Scourge friend again. We're on the draw here for game 3. Hollow Scavenger from our opponent. Oh, yeah. Bone Splitty. I'm gonna hope I can untap land. I'm gonna go Scourge first. Bone Splitter turn 2. Worst case scenario, we just play the Splitter and don't get to equip it just yet. How does this keep happening? Every single Dross Forge bridge again. Shuffler's being real suspicious today. 2 games in a row. all bridges in the deck. Well, I guess all the dual lands are called bridges in this format, so specifically all of the Dross Forge bridges in the deck in our hand right now. It's all 3 of the Rakdos ones we have. God dang it. Our Vault Scourge is spider food. And now I'm sad. Briar Bridge Patrol doesn't do much. Just gives them a clue when it trades off, right? Yeah. Probably looking to trade that off into a cohort, if anything. Scream Puff. That is a Welding Sparks target. Because it's big and scary. Already on 5 damage off Welding Sparks. Do I need to kill it right now? Yeah, I don't really want to chump if I don't have to. I forgot about all the bridges adding to that. We were at overkill amounts of damage. Knight of the Sweets Revenge with 3 food tokens already? They can +3/+3 the whole board, and they've got a bunch of mana ramp now. Got like, oh my god, yeah. They have 9 mana on board. Alright. Spicy brew from our opponent. If they've got a really expensive card, they're just gonna kill us. But I guess the Knight of Sweets Revenge can even ramp into its own ability. Just tap all the foods and crack it next turn. +4/+4 now, because they had another Hollow Scavenger. That's actually super threatening. Well, Cohort and Bone Splitter up the 1/1, so every creature we control can trade off. If they don't crack the Knight of Sweets Revenge. Saving this treasure if I top deck Saheeli or to unearth a Cohort. Oh, Cleanup Crew is super good in the set. That's just like a 6 mana 6/6 destroy target creature. Oh, kill the Bone Splitter, that's rough. Scavenger can make itself a 5/4 because they have the open mana thanks to Knight of the Sweets Revenge. Still do this before they can crack the Knight. They don't even have to sack a food to its ability to kill both these, but now even if they do sack a food to its ability, we kill the Scavenger. Scrap work mutts. Okay. +4/+4. 7 power on each of these, 10 power on that. I have to block at least 2 of the 3 to not die. Feels like I'm just playing another cohort. If they crack it, we go chump chump. If they don't, we eat another scavenger. really prefer not to have to crack the treasure to play a 2-drop, but I could see an argument for it there. They do have a threatening swing coming up. They do get to draw a card off the Spry Bridge Patrol, but we're getting to the point I can't keep letting it in. Oof, Emergency Weld is big here. Because they have so much mana, they could just immediately replay the Puff. And then Knight of Sweet's Revenge, everything +4/+4 still. God, I've got nothing to deal with the Scream Puff here. Just chomping around till we die. The food deck has popped off. Yep. Force trumps. And then die next turn. Can technically barely survive, but game's over. 1 and 2 heading into game 4. Alright, Scrapwork Mutts into the Dragonwing Glider, and the Mutts can dig for the blue source. This is a pretty nice hand. Hopefully balance out some of these early losses, get towards an average run here. Another Hollow Scavenger deck. Genius turn 3, Glider turn 4. Yeah, I'm actually ditching the Mutt here now that we hit Genius. Because we get the curve out, curve out. I'd love to play Weldfast Engineer, but I think it's better to play Dragonwing Glider next turn, and I can't do that without the Power Stone token. Ferocity. Another Scavenger. Here we go. Start bashing in the sky. Next turn I have the mana to play the Weldfast Engineer and use Junkyard Genius's ability to give +1/+0 Menace haste everywhere. Getting close to lethal next turn. If they don't have cheap removal right now. Alright, they're tapped out. This is probably not lethal, but whatever. Let's see how much damage it is. Woo! Alright. It's a concession regardless. Because they can double block the 5/1 as the biggest threat to stop the most damage and take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They can go to 3 life, which is like they have the food tokens, but they're stuck on mana, so they don't have time to eat them all and get enough life to not just die a turn from there. All right, 2 and 2. Balance things out. We are 50-50 right now, but I do need to win at least one more game to guarantee at least a 50-50 overall run for this draft. All right, here we are on the draw again for game 5. We've got our Saheeli man already, but we're not doing much till turn 3. Just getting a bone splitter ready for later. Uh-oh. Turn 1 Ravenous Squirrel. Real nice. With treasure tokens, food tokens, any of that stuff. So very good in this set. In this format, I should say. This isn't exactly a set. Our opponent's on blue-green. That tends to be most focused on clue tokens, but they can play whatever. But clue tokens work with the squirrel as well. Alright, good draw. We actually do get to start things off turn 2 now. I actually might discard this island. Only one card in the whole deck we need it for. I guess there's only one double red card also, and there's a lot more mountains in the deck. Yeah. Ooh. Hello, Vault Scourge. Vault Scourge Bone Splitter Dream Team. Back for more. Okay, I'm not going to play Vault Scourge until that Perilous Mirror's gone. Oh, I'm glad I didn't discard the island. Trade. Thank you. Time to shoot myself in the face. So that I have all my mana up for Saheeli next turn, instead of having to spend 1 to move this next turn to the Scourge. If I top deck a land, I can just slam Saheeli down. And if I don't top deck a land, I'm still going to need to have all the mana untapped to actually play something. Zahid! Zahoo? Get out of here. I'm at 14, and we hit the land. Although Zahid makes Saheeli less good. I have 2 artifacts on board, so this is 5 damage. I need one more. This sparks our friend Zahid here. So I'm gonna cohort into Sparks and then Saheeli. Oh, now our opponent's drawing an extra card each turn, and if they let the clues sit there, they can grab whatever card they want from their deck instead. Bloop! Hopefully, their hand is pretty slow. And we can just push damage right now. Start minusing Saheeli for more Thopters. Close out this game before they draw too many cards. Ooh, fleeting memories to start milling us as they crack those clues. And that's the second clue out of 3 they need to tutor for anything in their deck with the journal. So probably setting up to do that. Do I say please no counterspell? Or do I go pirate unearth cohort? And then if they have a counterspell, I still unearth mud. I guess I can go pirate here. Alright, they're going to draw the card and mill me a bit. Still got 23 cards in the deck. We're jamming. Oh, there's Lonus. I have randomly used Lonus to sack like 10 clues with a fleeting memories on board to just immediately mill somebody out. So hopefully they don't do that to me. But the Lonus fleeting memories build is really, really fun. I think look for a draft video on this channel that has Lonus as the picture. It was a sick deck. This is just giving me fond memories here. Yeah, I mean, that's just a mill 9. If I top deck a basic, they're dead. Junkyard Genius is lethal. So let's hope for that. I think if I don't lethal them, we're probably going to mill out. 14 cards left. They just milled 9 out of nowhere there. All I got to do is mill like 14 next. Will they get a creature free? That actually doesn't change anything at all. They're still just dead to Junkyard Genius because everybody got Menace. Okay, cool. Thank you, top deck. They block 1 4-power creature and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, they go to 1 life. They're still alive. By 1. Oh no. Maybe I'm gonna get milled out. Shoot. Still the max damage we can do, so we go for it. Yeah, they're gonna be at 1 life. And they have at least milled 9 on board. They just need to make 2 more clues, and we lose. Okay, that works too. Our opponent could choose death. Okay. I think they could have lived, right? They can double block this. Take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I'll take it. We are 3-2 now. We've guaranteed at least an average little 3-3, 50-50 record for our return to the remix artifact drafts, but we'll see if we can't keep it going. We're heading into game number 6. Ooh, let's go. Turn 1 Vault Scourge. I don't even have any way to buff it, but I don't care. I just love the card so much. Turn 3 Bridge, because I play 1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop and a tap land turn 3. Opponents on Boros. Mortar Pod. No! Vault Scourge! No! Tragic. Mortar Pod's actually disgusting against our deck, because now they just shoot the Monstrosity too. But I get the food out of it for the Confectioner. Okay, we might actually get a swing in. Hey, we got 3 damage in. That's something. This Confectioner is actually going to go pretty ham. Probably want to save that to be like the last thing I play. Wait till this is made of food and this is made of food, and then I've got the mana to crack like all the food when I play it. Alright, Companion played pretty well there, drew them a card. Attic net. Goodbye, plundering pirate. Urge, you say? I'm gonna shoot myself again. Oof. Looks like our opponent's flooding out. This could be, oh, this could be really great for us with Weldfast Engineer. Let's go. They are in a land of flood over there. Oh. Now they just have a 8/8. Have an 8 drop in the hand. Okay. Well. Engineer Vault Scourge is still fantastic. You know what would be funny and also tragic? Is if we got them into a position where they needed to mortar pod the skyscraper to shoot Vault Scourge for one. Would be very funny. Sack the skyscraper to kill one little bug. The Volshock Splitter, that still doesn't stop the Vault Scourge. They do equip the skyscraper with the mortar pod. They could sack the whole skyscraper to kill one Vault Scourge if they want. Nah, they're just gonna hold it up, keep that toughness up on blocks. Okay. X-Gold Halberd, First Strike Trample, and a 2/2, but again, no flying stuff. There's a big old 10/10, but that's no flyers. Yeah, they can move the mortar pod over to a 2/2 now. I guess I can bake that into a pie. They don't have the mana up to move it again this turn, so they'd have to sack the skyscraper. I get one more swing at a Vault Scourge. Alright, one more swing at a Vault Scourge then. Three blockers. Block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not lethal yet. I guess they can't block this. So block, block, block. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got a 1. Shoot. If I cracked the treasures to eat a food, I would have had lethal this turn. So they're tapped out. That's my bad. Could still maybe draw into it off the unearth here. But if I unearth, I'm going for it. Yeah, I'll just do the hard cast. See if I draw into it. Okay, did not draw into it anyway. But yeah, we would have had lethal. Oops. I can still lethal next turn. For sure. Just make sure this time I actually spend the treasure to get a rat. To just go wide. Alright. We just went from lethal to insanely overkill. Thanks to our treasure token. There's the GG from opponent. That is that our fourth win? That's our fourth win, right? Positive win rate? Did we do it? I feel surprised because we got some big losses early. Yeah, all right. I feel like our losses, we just got like crushed. Like that blue-white deck was insane. And then the food deck with all the artifact removal crushed us too. But hey, all right. Not getting crushed anymore. We are doing the crushing here. We are 4-2 now. Breaking even on gems, pretty much about at the break-even rate here. And potentially swinging things into a super winning run. We'll see. 4-3 is a solid way to get back into the format at worst. Okay. Monstrosity. Another Golgari deck. Sprite's going to be kind of hard for us to block. Trade's fine. Plunder, because there's nothing to buff with the engineer anyway. Contagious Vorak, 3/3 plus draw a land. Great card. Finds a mountain. And there's a bone splitter. There's playing a Weldfast engineer right now, though. Alright. Keep clearing out the little blockers. Fierce Witchstalker, 4/4 plus a food. Some Batterfist. Dragon Wing Glider. Jam for 4 a turn. Don't love this matchup for our Dragon Wing Glider, because green's got a lot of ways to blow up artifacts. So they blow up the glider and I will be quite sad. I feel like they probably would have blown it up while I was tapped out. I mean, worst case scenario, Barbed Batterfist and Weldfast Engineer are basically the same card right now, because I have no artifact creatures on board. So, I mean, I've just tapped out of Weldfast Engineer, but I'm still playing a 3-power creature, which is the important part. And they didn't have the artifact removal. And we would just fly in with a Dragonwing Glider, and that's all it takes. We'll see. Herald of Anguish? Okay. It's a problem, but I've got the bacon to a pie for it. That's a problem, but I've got the solution. Put them to 1. Or put them to 4 and don't lose a creature. I guess I can put them to 3 and not lose a creature as well. Let's put them to 3 and not lose a creature. Alright. Dragonwing Glider is phenomenal when your opponent cannot draw any removal. We'll take it. I guess at that point, even if they had removal, we got to enough mana to re-equip it onto something else and kill them. But because they couldn't draw a way to blow up the artifact specifically. Yeah, I don't even think anything else in our deck went that crazy there. It was exclusively just the power of the bomb rare Dragonwing Glider. Because we even had to play Weldfast Engineers as a 3-mana 3/3 with no text. We played 2 3-mana 3/3s with no effect whatsoever. So yeah. Sick stuff from Dragonwing Glider, just a busted rare. And that brings us to 5-2, where we are in the money no matter what happens from here. Alright, here we are on the draw, but we got the Vault Scourge Weldfast Engineer combo. Do not disrupt it, or you shall face a wrath unlike anything you have seen. Noah. It's just a brute suit. That's not interaction. Let's go! Weld up the Scourge. Yes. Full tech Cloud Guard. That's pretty good. It's only one flyer though, so I can bake that up. I guess they can crew the suit in response, might as well. Ooh, they didn't. It's only a crew one anyway, though, so they could still crew it to kill the engineer. So I'm not going to send it on the ground. No! What did I tell you, Noah? It's all over now. Confectioner and start eating some food. I'm out of artifact creatures. If engineer just trades into the brute suit, that's fine. Let's confectioner and start eating some food. Honestly, Batterfist for the 1/1 is fine too, because if Batterfist trades into the 1/1, it means they're not crewing the suit, trading into engineer. Cool. You have summoned the plague of rats upon you. All because you had to kill the Vault Scourge. Thurban Inspector is a great value play. It's a 1/2 and it draws you a card. Okay, I still get my ability here, so I don't mind that at all. The +1/+1 counters are great. Captured by Legax is one of the best cards in the format, because it's removal that also spreads out your board really well with the +1/+1 counters. There's another Weldfast Engineer, but I still have no artifact creatures, so Plundering Pirate is still more important, or just better on this board. We'll offer the Batterfist for the Inspector, and then play a Pirate. Cool, get the 2/3 blocker out of the way. And here is a Pirate. I might play double Pirate here. The only white cards we have are the Unearth abilities. Yeah, let's play double Pirate. Oof, another captured by Legax is pretty great. But it's just 1/3/3 on their board, so I can still send Plundering Pirate in. They have one card left in hand. Cool. Scrapwork Mutt is not a bad draw. I can buff it with the Weldfast Engineer. Just not going to discard anything this turn. The path is clear, and I've still got threats to play. You love to see it. Alright, they draw their card. Argothian Opportunist for a 3/2 blocker. And I guess that's just going to block the Scrapwork Mutt then. Yep. That gives us the Unearth next turn to ditch the Swamp for a card. That is a 5/5. That's really good with other creatures on board, but it's very sad by itself. Hello? I don't know if this is lethal, but whatever.
The last thing you'll see is the sun.
That's up for our opponent to find out. It's going to give us permanent flyers, so...
Like hawks.
I don't even think I equipped Batter Fist right, because if they're just going to block Engineer anyway. Yeah. So the only creature I could put the Batter Fist on is the one that's going to get blocked regardless. 7, 8. Okay, they're not dead. They go to 2. Oh, the gain 3 life draw card? Oh no, maybe we shouldn't have went for it here. That might be enough life gain to use the Tusker to kill Saheeli and still not die on the crackback. Yeah, that's not good. They scribed both to the top also, right? Oh my god, no. The welcome to Sweet Tooth for the Chumpers so they can kill Saheeli here. Wow.
We fail and we learn. That's life.
Here's the cohort. They're gonna get another food next turn. Okay, we just send the team in. Your deck is really good. The double Tusker. Well, they have to block a cohort. Block a cohort, block a 1/1, go to 2. Tempting Apple, which importantly gains another 3. Stop eating food. Gluttony is a sin. That's a wildly bold attack. They just die for that? No, they don't die for that. Because they block the cohort, they just take 3, yeah. But now they're not killing something that would have been sticking around. Okay, I'm gonna put my Batter Fist on one of these captured creatures just because it's funny. Might as well. I got 3 1/1 flyers. That should be somewhat difficult to survive. If they stop eating so much, looks like they might have stopped eating. The GG from opponent. I will respond. I never like responding to the GGs in positions like this because it's like, well, I mean, is it though? You still have 2 cards in your hand. I don't know what they are. You might live. But they know. They do not live. And that is game. That is 6-2 now. Guaranteed to be pretty far in the money with a chance of a 7-win run for our first draft back in this format. Let's see how it all ends off for us as we head into the final battle. Win or lose, this is the last game of Magic for tonight. Final battle time, and we've got the Vault Scourge again. Nothing to put on it, though, but we've got Plundering Pirate into an early Dragonwing Glider. We're on the draw here. It's not going to be as speed mode as Pirate into Glider could be, but still looks like a decent start. No Black Source is a little concerning, but it doesn't matter to anything in the hand right now. And we immediately top decked the Black Source. And we've got a good excuse to play a tap land turn 2. I got nothing else to do. No, a flying blocker. You're not supposed to block the Vault Scourge. What is this? I could have played full control mode to threaten to kill this Ornithopter with some trick. I guess I'll do that next turn. We'll play Plundering Pirate post-combat. Alright. Yeah, opponent's on the play with turn 2 Mana Dork, which is terrifying. That means they're playing 4 drops while I have 2 lands on board, which is pretty devastating. Okay, they can't block this turn anyway because they tapped out. And luckily their 4-drop's not actually very good because it just trades into my 3-drop. But again, they're way ahead on mana here. Dump the big stuff quickly. Got great tempo in their favor. Explorer's Cache. Alright, well, so much for that. Augmenter's now going to be 4 toughness, and it can attack right past the Plundering Pirate. But we got some lifelink here, and we got some big haste damage. We're still going for it. It's a race. So this just puts some counters on the board. Whenever their creatures with counters on them die, they put counters on the cache. Oh, sack the Mana Dork for even more power on board. This is getting real threatening. Ooh, speaking of real threatening, Weldfast Engineer with Vault Scourge. And they don't have any flyers anymore. But I gotta play Dragonwing Glider first. Tragic. Okay, I can't hold up a blocker here because they just put a counter on Glorifier and then I can't block, period. Might actually just die. They do have 11 power on the Crackback. So if they have a +4/+4 trick, we're going to die, but if not, we might randomly kill them with Sibling Rivalry. It's going to be a close game. Not a very interactive one for either player. Just going to just send right past each other and see what happens. Ooh. Ouchie. Well, they're dead if they attack with everybody. We won! Purely skill-based magic. And nothing else. Whee! That'll do it. That is a 7-win run for our return to the Remix Artifacts Draft? Artifact Mixer Draft? I need to look at the thing again. That was a 7-win trophy run for our return to the Remix Draft Artifacts format. Oh god, Premier Remix Draft Artifacts. Not Premier Draft Remix Artifacts or Premier Draft Artifacts Remix. It's a Premier Remix Draft Artifacts. I am never going to say that correctly. But whatever. We'll have another quick look at the deck. I mean, it was a sweet one. Started with Saheeli. Ended up just splashing her in because we just got past every Rakdos signpost uncommon in the world. And they're pretty strong cards. Both of these did a lot of work for us. We got past a lot of kind of criminally late Vault Scourges because this isn't a black card. That's the biggest thing that if you're new to this format to realize about Vault Scourge. It is not a black card. It is a colorless card. You just pay the 2 life and shove this into anything. Any deck that's playing equipment, any deck that's playing +1/+1 counters, any deck that's playing Weldfast Engineers, just shove it in there. So Vault Scourge is actually a good card for a lot of different archetypes, but it was flying around, pick 7s, pick 8s for us. I don't remember exactly, but somewhat late we got multiple Vault Scourges to go with a double Weldfast Engineer. So the Vault Scourges made the Engineers fantastic, and the Junkyard Geniuses were incredible finishers with cards that helped us go wide. So with the Scrapwork Cohorts and the Confectioner, just those wide board states giving everybody menace was a great way to finish games too. So those Rakdos Signpost Uncommons that pulled us into the color pair went great. And obviously our bomb rares were bomb rares. Dragonwing Glider and Saheeli got us some free wins. Excellent, excellent deck. Did not think we were going to trophy after those early losses, but there you go. And we get some really fun rewards in this format as well. Because it's a remix draft, there is no booster pack of this set. So they just give you random standard legal sets. So for XL will be 1 Wilds of Eldraine and 2 packs of Outlaws of Thunder Junction, 2,200 gems, and 2 packs of Bloomburrow. Super sweet prizes today. But that is going to end today's video. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing some more, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to tell the YouTube algorithm to send you some more recommended feed. If you'd like to catch me live, you can check out the Twitch channel in the link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. But other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Magic Arena.